Ah, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Benjamin. You are welcome to Nigeria, the comedy channel of the world. You know, when I tell you people that this country, Nigeria, is the comedy channel of the world, some of them are going to argue with me. This country was created to give comic relief to other countries of the world. May they look us, may they laugh. Even for heaven, they watch Nigerians, they watch the things where they happen for Nigeria, they laugh. I'm telling you. Okay, check this one now. Kidnapping, they everywhere, they kidnap anyhow. Even as they come here, remain small, they for kidnap me. They can't say, okay, this kidnapping and banditry don't they too much for this country. They can't create tracker, make police, they use the tracker, they track kidnappers and bandits and gunmen. You know what thing they happen now? Politicians don't go connive with police. Now that they use those trackers, they track politician girlfriends. May they not cheat on politicians. Can you see what is happening in this country? You think say na lie? Okay. Before I show you details of that update, make we first take this one. This shocking one where they happen for Edo State now. You know, say when election they come for other countries, you go see candidates go come out. They go they talk wetin they want do for the people. They go they discuss the problems of the state of or the country and how they want to take solve am. Gubernatorial elections they come now for Edo State. Here waiting APC and PDP, they tell themselves. Gutter politics. OSHIOMOLE under fire for saying Obaseki's wife has no child. On Thursday, the PDP in Edo State flagged off its governorship campaign for Esan South LGA at Ubiaja Township Stadium. During the campaign, Betsy introduced Ifeyinwa Ighodalo, wife of Asue Ighodalo, PDP governorship candidate, to the crowd present at the event. Betsy claimed that Ighodalo was the only governorship candidate in the September 21 election with a wife. The First Lady urged women to vote for a candidate who has a wife, adding that it will translate to women's empowerment. Let's campaign and vote for the best candidate in the forthcoming election. I want to introduce his wife. Incidentally, out of all the candidates contesting this election, only one has a wife, Betsy said. That is our own party candidate, Asue Ighodalo. This is his wife, Ifeyinwa Ighodalo. Reacting to that, OSHIOMOLE said he was shocked to hear Betsy say Monday Okpebholo, the governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress, has no wife. The former governor claimed that Betsy and her husband have no child and did not adopt. I was shocked yesterday to see Mrs. Obaseki, the First Lady, saying our candidate has no wife. I am sorry she had to say that because here is a woman who has no child. Between him and Obaseki, they are childless. They are not even ready to adopt, OSHIOMOLE said. I don't blame anybody who doesn't have a child, but people who have love for children go to a motherless home and adopt. They have not adopted. They are both in their 60s. Hey! Here waiting, then they talk for Edo State. Here waiting PDP, they tell APC. APC, they tell PDP. OSHIOMOLE, old man, come out, they tell person, say the person, they barren. And some people say, why Betty or Obaseki too go talk, say, Monday Okpebholo, no get wife. So these are the kind of things we are discussing in this country. Elections are coming. You leave the major issues to start talking about this one get wife, this one no get wife. Hi! What a country. This already tells you that these two parties, they don't get anything where they want to offer the state. That is what it tells you. If you are a member of the state and you hear your candidate saying things like this, I get wife, I no get wife, I get pikin, I no get pikin, how would you feel? That is the situation of this country. What a shame. What a shame. Now, let us get to the issue of politicians and police. Where don't they use tracker? Where they're supposed to use track kidnappers, they track their mistresses, their girlfriends, and their enemies. You know, say as I talk them, you go say na lie. No reasonable leader would do that. That's what you will say. Okay. Look at how the papers reported it. Report. Police tracker was used to monitor politicians' enemies and mistresses instead of kidnappers. According to Vanguard, the unnamed former officer said the tracking system meant to combat kidnapping ended up being used to monitor enemies and mistresses of politicians. In 2015, Solomon Arase, the then Inspector General of Police, launched intelligence-led policing and inaugurated a tracking platform to enable real-time monitoring of kidnappers' movements. The system led to several successful operations, including the arrest of 5 kidnappers involved in September 2015 abduction of Olufalaye, a former secretary to the government of the Federation. However, according to the senior police officer quoted by Vanguard, successive IGPs did not maintain and modernize the tracking system. The priority of successive IGPs was quite different. Solomon Arase set up the platform when he was the Inspector General of Police. It was a technical platform to track calls, he said. It was mounted in IGP's office. Then, and only one officer, who is now an AIG, had access to the technical platform. The Intelligence Response Team, IRT, was supposed to be the operational wing that will work with the technical platform. When the technical team got information, it will pass it to IRT to go to the location and make an arrest. Drones and vehicles were brought for the operation. But successive IGPs, who were analogs, didn't know what to do. They merged the technical platform and the IRT. Instead of the platform being used for crime prevention, it became political. People in National Assembly and Villa got hold of the platform and used it to track their enemies and mistresses. Hey, Nigeria, indeed the comedy channel of the world. Disheartening, a platform that was created to end kidnapping. They used it to track the kidnapping of former SGF Olufalaye. You know the kind of kidnappers that will be involved in kidnapping such a man. That is high-level kidnapping operation. But that tracker tracked it. Now, it don't enter politicians' hands. That they use and they track their mistresses, their girlfriends. Don't cheat on me. Oh. I don't pack Nigerian money give you. Don't dare cheat on me. Oh. Hey, Jesus. Who go help this country, Nigeria? Who? Tell me. How do we come out of this quagmire? This Maguire? Hi! Something like this can't dey happen. They say make person no get hypertension. How come you no go get hypertension? And that leads me to my next update. Presidency say that they worried. Say the number of people wey get hypertension don too much for Nigeria. Say na because people too dey eat salt. Na it make people dey get high blood pressure. Na in Nigerians say no be so. Say na the suffer wey una dey make us suffer for Nigeria, na im dey give us high blood pressure. No be salt oh. Look at how the papers reported it. Presidency decries high prevalence of hypertension in Nigeria. Salma Anas Kolo Ibrahim, the special advisor to the president on health, has called for urgent action to address the growing issue of hypertension and excessive salt consumption in Nigeria. She highlighted alarming statistics that approximately 38.1% of Nigerian adults suffer from hypertension, equating to 1 in 3 adults. The high prevalence, coupled with excessive salt intake, estimated at 10 grams per meal, is double the recommended limit for the World Health Organization. It contributes to 10% of cardiovascular disease-related deaths in the country, she said. As she comot talk say na salt dey cause am, na in Nigerians say na lie o, no be salt o, na the wahala wey una dey give us o. Hear wetin one Nigerian talk. The seeker here says, why not? When everything in this country is chaotic, feeding, housing, healthcare, security, schooling, job problems, political tension, and many more. These issues are enough for people to commit suicide. Hypertension is a symptom of stress. And so the guy talk am, many more people come there say no be salt oh. They say no be salt, say wahala too much for Nigeria, and na true. To even chop for this country now na war. See wetin dey happen for University of Ibadan as we speak. Students for University of Ibadan now don dey get high blood pressure because they don shut their school down. Wetin happen? They increase their school fees from around 200,000 naira to 400 and something thousand naira. All of a sudden, they increase their school fees, come give them 3 weeks. Now they don't shut down the school, say that they give them 3 weeks to pay that money. That after the 3 weeks, anybody that does not register online, will not pay that money, they will lock the portal against the person. That means all the exams wey they go write that semester, you no go fit write them. Everything go turn to carry over, meaning you don't automatically lose 1 year. You don't defer your admission, and you go still pay school fees of that year before you pay for the year where you go come. Look at how the papers reported it. University of Ibadan students vow to remain in hostels as management shuts down institution over protest. Students of University of Ibadan UI Oyo State have vowed to resist an order to vacate the university hostels. This follows the circulating memo that the university management had asked that students vacate the halls of residence following dispute on tuition fee. Reporters earlier noted that fees were increased from 230,000 naira to 412,000 naira, which triggered reactions among the student body. The student also vowed to lock down the school if their demands on rehearsal of the fees were not adhered to. Students of the University of Ibadan had vowed to continue their protest against the fee hike by the university management. This is even as they rejected an extension of deadline for payment by 3 weeks by the institution's management. You don't hear, Amba? You increase school fees from 230,000 naira to 412,000 naira. You are giving them 3 weeks to pay in this economy. As Nigeria had reached so. 3 weeks, may they go they find 412,000 naira. Now you don't lock hostels, say make students come out. And you they tell me, say these students no go get hypertension. Tell me how these students no go get hypertension. Now waiting with the face for this country be this. Even me as I dey like this, I get hypertension. My blood pressure they rise every day to eat na problem. God go save us for this Nigeria. Now only God now go save us for this country.